Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of TD Takes Podcast. As always, your host, out of the Mile High City, Big representing, Big Joe, and riding shotgun, holding it down out of the heart of the Midwest. I'm my brother, my right-hand man, T.
You know what it is? How's everybody doing? Trying to get my mic all set up, but how's it going, bro? How you been?
Oh, man, just enjoying it. Weekend's over. Back to the regular week.
Back to that
Trying
week
to
grind.
get this truck going.
I got one more week of maternal leave, and I miss work. Not gonna lie.
Oh,
I
yeah.
miss work because it gives me something to do and things like that. But other than that, man, it's just been a regular week. Son's growing.
Exactly.
3 weeks old. Dice. No.
Doing good.
So,
Still doing good.
Yeah.
Still healthy and strong.
Still doing good. Still doing everything. I'm excited for a good week coming up. Couple good things going on. We're going to a splash pad with the church on Wednesday. Going to put the well in. We have like an 80-foot well at her dad's property. So I'm gonna go help with that because I helped him take it out. That's on Wednesday too. We'll do that Wednesday evening, and then Jurassic World, Superman,
Yeah.
Madea.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
Yeah. We're gonna do a 3-movie premiere next Saturday.
Gotta get all that in before I go back to work. So.
Right, for real. Taking advantage of it while we can. Well, yeah, without further ado, we're gonna jump right into it tonight. We got a good episode built up for you guys. We're gonna cover quite a bit of things. But before I jump into that, I wanted to go ahead and shout out to our TikTok live stream active followers and stuff like that. We just started our live streams. We're able to do co-hosts now on there and have guests and do battles and all kinds of stuff. So please check us out and give us a like, a follow, and subscribe to any of our other platforms if you're liking it. We are out on everything. So, but yeah, let's get into it. First things up.
We appreciate it. Let's get it.
Random stuff.
TD takes random updates. I'll let you start this one out, man.
Yeah. So, man, thoughts and prayers going out to all the families of the lost loved ones, anyone who's lost homes or businesses, anything pretty much affected by this huge flood in Texas. Man, it's devastating. I think the total count is over 70 deaths, still like 20 plus missing. It's terrible. Ridiculous.
Terrible.
So, yeah.
25 feet of water in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Terrible.
So, but now, speaking on the topic, we are actually going to look into an organization, and we're going to get a little donation out there. Yeah, we're going to see if we can't get something. So any of our fans and friends out there, gifting us, we're going to put that to the helping, families in need out here. So
absolutely. We're definitely
anything goes a long way.
We're going to look into that. Maybe get some food bank. Maybe get some like food items out there, some canned foods going to people who literally lost everything, literal homes floating away. So,
but on that note, if you do decide to donate, there is a ton of scams out there right now, guys. Heartbreaking as it is, people are going to try and take advantage of this. Please be careful. Do not pay these scammers. Make sure you're going through, legit places like Red Cross, things like that. You really want to go through the right channels if you're going to donate.
Yeah. Most definitely.
And like I said, a little bit goes a long way. They're not sitting here saying minimum donations. If you have $1 and you want to donate $1, that's what you can do. If you have 100, you want to donate 100, that's what you can do. So please don't think that you're going to go on here and there's going to be some crazy like, oh, we need this, and this. Like he said, we're going to see if we can't even get to the food bank and get a package built up for these guys. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and don't think you got to donate through us or anything like that because we're not. We're not doing a QR code or like a reference code or anything. If you feel that you have enough and want to donate to the people of Texas, just do however you do. But like Joe's saying, just watch out for scams because these scams are prevalent and the scammers are getting smart. They're getting smarter and they know that we know that they're there. So our thoughts and prayers are with them. If you're religious in any way, pray before you go to bed for the people of Texas. Pray with them, gather your family, maybe at the dinner table, just pray for the people of Texas. Pray that God wraps his arms around them and that they be comforted at this time of heartbreak.
Yeah, so it's a tough one. Yeah, we didn't really want to have to start it out like that, but there are things going on in the world and we're here to give you guys live updates on things. So.
Yes, we are.
Next up, We've got most overrated fan base in sports. T, I'm gonna let you jump into that one, brother. What you think? What you think? What you think?
This one's tough, man. Without trying to be biased, I can always say the Cowboys because they're America's football team. But whatever, I'm an Eagles fan. I think the Eagles should be America's football team because what's America, and not in a biased way at all, but what's America's bird? The bald eagle. What are we? We're the Philadelphia Eagles. We're bald eagles. It's in Philadelphia. It's where the Declaration of Independence was signed, things like that. So it's a lot of
I don't think
historical.
there should be an. I don't think there
Whereas
should be
Dallas
a.
just comes up and buys the name, pretty much America's football team.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think there should be an America's football team because you've got to have everybody in America want to like that team. You know what I'm saying? If it came down to it, if you're really not liking the Cowboys, you're not going to go for them. Essentially, it's the same thing if it's an Eagles fan. I don't think there should be one, just like there isn't one in NBA. There's an Olympics, there's a USA team.
Yeah, but
where you have
NFL's
to
America's
get
sport.
chosen. Well, I get it, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I feel like in that aspect, how are you to sit there and determine either? You know what I'm saying? And if it is money, you guys aren't in the talks with that. You guys aren't even in the race because there's billionaire owners out there.
That's why I said the Cowboys because they basically have bought it.
But that's what I'm saying. Jerry Jones isn't even he isn't even up there like he is, but there are other.
I think Cowboys are worth
organizations that are higher. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're up there. Don't get me wrong. But looking at it, I'm pretty sure it was like the Commanders. Just getting bought out. Us getting bought out by the Walter Penner family. That it was a $6 billion buyout. So like if you're talking money, then it shouldn't be them. There's other teams. Even look at the Raiders, bro. They're in Las Vegas.
But I'm just talking about
they're in Las Vegas, bro.
I'm thinking
with a brand new stadium. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, I want the Raiders to be America's team, which is why I'm saying there should not be an America's team because how are you to determine that? Or if that's the case, then does that go with the ring?
The symbol.
Does that go with the ring? Okay, but then does that go with the ring?
What is our nation's animal? It is bald eagle. So I'm just saying the NFL.
What's on the national flag? A star, and it started with how many? One. We built it up.
Yeah, but
and
they're white.
In Texas, but it's still a star.
Are they blue? They might be blue, actually.
Yeah, it is blue stars on a white box.
I mean, I guess I can see it both ways, but fucking butchered.
That's what I'm saying.
On the after the fourth. Yeah, I think. I think the stars are white, dude. I really do.
But either way, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're white. Yeah, they're not even fucking blue flag, Cowboys, whatever. The most overrated fan base in sports. I'd have to put the Cowboys up there, and also maybe the Chiefs fans, but you don't really see too many Chiefs fans. I don't know. I'll let you answer this one. This one was tough for me.
Yeah, I honestly, like I said, I think it really just depends because before the Chiefs were even a name, before Patrick Mahomes joined them, before they even won a Super Bowl, when Alex Smith was there, what were the Chiefs fans?
Yankees too. Yankees are up there.
Where were they?
They're overrated. They're super overrated.
Dodgers. And you know what? If we're talking overrated fan bases in sports history, LeBron James fan base fucking team hoppers. Michael never top teams.
They live on that ring.
I'm a Michael Jordan
overrated.
with the Bulls fan.
6 rings overrated as hell.
I'm not a LeBron James with the Cavaliers, with the Miami Heat, with the Lakers, with the this, with the that. That's not what
getting rings wherever he goes. That means that he's the best player.
He isn't. No matter where he's losing more than he's getting.
No, that
MJ went 6 times, won 6 times. That's it. Period. Point blank. LeBron didn't.
Before that, it was
LeBron ain't never gonna. LeBron wouldn't even see 6 in his career because he's washed up too. He's about to be done.
Yeah, but LeBron scored 50,000 points. Michael Jordan nowhere near that.
What do you mean? In the 15 seasons that they each played before MJ retired, MJ was outscoring him. Now that he's retired, and of course he's been in the league how many more years now?
Exactly. Longevity.
I would hope he surpasses him with points.
Longevity count.
Yeah.
But we'll go ahead and move on to the next topic. That's who we think the most overrated fan bases are in sports. The next topic here is teams you never want your kids to play for. A team you never want your kid to play for. Obviously, for me, it's the Dallas Cowboys. But
it's anybody in the AFC West.
Yeah,
but other than the Broncos.
It's the Dallas Cowboys, the New York Giants.
Just anybody in the division. But outside of that, the Patriots.
But it's not a situation
I
where
don't
I'm
want
gonna
to
tell
offend
my
you.
kid you're not playing football. You know what I mean?
Oh
Go get that
yeah,
money if you want
exactly.
to play.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. Chase that check, my boy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna be repping this Eagles. I'm just gonna be repping this Eagles till I. So
But yeah, so
yeah, that was a quick one. That's good though.
next up, iPhone versus
Versus
Samsung. We already know what it
iPhone
is.
versus
You
Android. iPhone
already
versus
know what it
Android.
is over here. You already know what it is.
It's
Oh,
iPhone
we know
gang,
over here.
but I was talking with a buddy of mine yesterday. Shout out to Logan. I was just saying I'm to a point where Apple needs to do something like give us more options. Whereas you can't just switch. You can't just add another circle on the camera and be like iPhone 16, you know, and then the 17 comes out and make the camera just a little bit longer. It's all Apple does really every year is mess with camera and then call it a new iPhone. Whereas, hold
Well,
on, let
but
me finish.
that's because
Whereas Samsung, you got the Galaxy with the stylus, boop, boop, can literally take pictures with it. And if you didn't want their regular Galaxy, like their regular iPhone, well, you can get a fold phone, boop, boop, or a flip, boop, boop, it'll flip, or you can get a fold phone. They just give you so many other options. Now, as far as their ecosystem, Apple's got that unlocked. That's the whole main reason why I'll never switch because I'm talking on an iPad. I got my Apple MacBook right here. I got my Ultra Watch, and I got my iPhone right here. And if I could afford one, I'd have a Mac, an Apple Mac computer. But
yeah.
I just think if Apple, I mean, they're already killing it. But if they, and I think they understand that because of like when the 16 came out, everybody was like, well, the 16 is not much different than the 15. So I think, and not many people went and got it. But now I think Apple's like, oh shit, we kind of got to do something here. And I've read reports, but I don't know how certain you are because Apple's really good at keeping stuff under wraps. Of them working on a fold phone, a flip phone, or something like that. And the second they do that, it's gonna be cool. Because I'm the type of guy that I would like to pop a stylus out of here, boom, and be able to just write down and jot down and do that stuff. That tripped me out. Do that stuff, but I still team Apple because like, what's the Samsung watch? The Galaxy Watch? What's their what do they have that's equivalent to an iPad? A tablet? It's probably slower.
Yeah, but see, all right, are you ready? Are you ready for me?
Yeah.
All right, so this is what it is. iPhone doesn't need to do anything. All these other places are trying to compete with Apple. You see me? So iPhone just updating their camera for better pictures. They're still everything better. Everything's quality is better. They already know that. So all these other places are trying to compete with that. But guess what? They also have. I will only use Samsung for my TV or my soundbar.
Yeah, they do have that.
You know what I'm saying? That's where they're competing. Where Apple has an Apple TV box. That's it. Apple isn't creating TVs and they are creating the computer. They're creating everything for mobile desktop. You know what I'm saying? Samsung is creating everything home entertainment / home decor. When you talk TVs, when you talk washer dryer, when you talk fridges, when you talk dishwasher, that is Samsung. High quality, good shit, gonna last you, gonna work a long time. When you talk phones, when you talk tablets, when you talk computers, I don't want to imagine that because Apple is everything. And you think about it. You think about it for somebody like us or somebody like our parents who've had Apple since it came out, right? You shouted out Logan, okay? Talk about his mom. She's probably had Apple since the first phone came out. Everything she has is in the iCloud. And you're sitting here saying she's got to go and now try and get everything and hope that it's all going to switch over to this Samsung and hope that it works and runs the same way as Apple did. That's the thing. Apple isn't competing. Samsung's the one competing. All these other ones are competing. Samsung, LG, Google Pixels. It's all these other phone brands that are trying to compete with Apple. So Apple's not, they don't need to do anything, but I do agree with you. And I did see something about a stylus possibly coming on the 17th.
Well, I mean, look,
a stylus possibly coming in the 17.
But look at,
but not I don't know too much about the fold, but I did hear about the stylus. So I did want to kind of point that out there. That would be pretty neat.
But for something that's freaking $1,800, $1,900, you're telling me I can only get 3 different colors and 2 different models? Whereas
they could I get that. They should do colors and shit like that. But guess what? You know why they're not putting stylus in the phone? And you know why they're not making it bigger? What do they want you to buy? The tablet. And then what do you get with the tablet? Your Apple Pencil. That's how they get you, bro. That's what I'm saying. And guess what? Your freaking Samsung phone and stylus is not competing with my Apple and my freaking pencil and my keyboard and all
On
that.
the go,
That's the difference. No, it's not.
On the go,
if you
on
have,
the go, it is.
I'm paying. I have service on my tablet, and I'm
but
paying
it's just
$7
clunky.
because it's paid off.
But it's huge.
It doesn't matter though because
Like the
I'm not
Samsung would
using
fit
it
in your pocket.
24/7. But are you using your notes 24/7? And nowadays, check it out. Check it out. What do you have this little speaker for? You know what I'm saying? What do you have this little? You talk and it just does it for you.
Yeah.
So why do you need a pencil? You know what I'm saying? Why do you need that stylus?
I'm just saying the option.
I think this being for this because guess what people do with this? Guess what people do with the tablets? All these tattoo artists, bro. That's how they're getting their drawings. They're using Procreate on here, on the tablets, on Apple, with Apple Pencil. Like, you're not doing that with no Samsung phone. Even if you're on the go, these tattoo artists couldn't do that if they wanted to. But
say you're working and you have a thought. You can't just pull out an iPad out from, especially where you work.
You don't need to. You can just be like, hey, Siri.
If you have a Samsung that's connected to your notes, you can pull it out, jot it down on your, especially like a tattoo. Jot it down.
Why would you need to do that? We're hands-free on Apple, though. We're hands-free. The whole point is to be hands-free. If you're driving down the road and you're thinking of something, you're going to really pull out your phone to write something? So that's really why they're doing it, bro.
But if they wanted to quick jot it and they don't.
Okay, but if they give everybody that option, how more unsafe are you? How more unsafe are you if you give everybody more options?
Samsung does it in the Galaxies.
And guess why there's not a big base for Samsung?
Let's see how many.
Like if you think about it, I could be completely wrong on this, but I personally believe that Apple has 80% of phone users out there.
No, Android
I believe
way
it.
Higher. No, Android.
You think it? Higher. You think so?
Oh yeah.
Because man, everywhere I go, bro, I see Apple. Everywhere I go, I see people with Apples. That's just personal experience, bro.
Get up there.
I'm talking. I went to the Greeley Stampede where hundreds of thousands of people come through in that. And I have seen Apple. You rarely see Samsungs and flip phones anymore. And that could just be me, what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling. But
Android holds around 74% of the worldwide smartphone. But that's Android. That's Google phone.
That's everything. We're talking between Samsung and iPhone. iPhone holds more. If you're comparing iPhone to every single base by itself, iPhone holds more.
Samsung is the number one smartphone brand globally by unit shipped. Apple is usually number 2, but sometimes they top blah blah blah. Samsung 20%. So they go back and forth about the same. But yeah, all I'm saying is I wish we had more options. I'm always team Apple.
I agree. More colors.
Team Apple, but
especially on this. Especially on this, how you go from the Ultra 1 to the Ultra 2, and the only thing you're going to give us is a black. But yet you have green,
or the red,
blue, forest green, pink. You have all these colors for the phone. Throw it on a watch, especially on these Ultras that these people want.
Samsung too. Make us.
But that's the thing, bro.
It's not that hard to do.
Guess what? The higher working class, rich people, they're like, hey, I want a gold Ultra. They're going to get it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they're rich. I want a gold Ultra. They're going to get it because they're rich. I'm just saying that's why they don't do it. They want the higher class people to go out there and spend some more money.
iPhone for the dub.
Sadly.
Because you don't see people getting gold Samsung watches. You sure don't.
Literally. Next up, TD Take. Oh, so excuse me. That concludes TD Takes random updates. Next up, we have TD Takes UFC/boxing updates. So there's a couple things going on. There's a free fight coming up this weekend. But big talk fight that we want to discuss is UFC 319 in August 16 on pay-per-view. Chimaev versus Duplessis.
Yep, that's the main card. The main card, of course, on Eastern time starts at 10 o'clock. I'll be fighting for my life in and of itself because it's so late out here. Probably watching the main event at 1 a.m, but we got Jessica Andrade versus Lupi Godinez. Excuse me for butchering that name. That's a women's strawweight fight. We have Chase Hooper, who's a fighter, versus Alexander Hernandez. That's the lightweight. We got the veteran Tim Elliott versus Kai Asakura. That's a flyweight battle. We got Brian Battle versus Nursultan Ruzimboyev. That's a middleweight. We have Karine Silva versus JJ Aldridge. That's a women's flyweight. That's going to be an exciting fight. Quick fight. They're going to be throwing some bombs. We got Golf Neal versus Carlos Prates, welterweight. That should be an exciting fight. And I'm most looking forward to Edson Barboza. He's a veteran versus Drakkar Close. I like that last name. And then we got Jared Cannonier versus Michael Venom Page. This fight's going to be awesome. I got to do my research on a little bit of these other guys, as you can tell. But Jared Cannonier is a vet. Michael's a vet from a different fighting organization. But these guys are going to, I predict, a knockout. And then Duplessis, Chimaev, somebody's getting knocked out. These guys are talking mad crazy to
They're
win.
going head hunting.
Yeah, somebody's getting knocked out, Duplessis, or choked out. But both these guys can wrestle. It's going to be an exciting card. Saturday, August 16th, 2025. The venue, United Center in Chicago, Illinois. 2 hours for me. You can catch the prelims on ESPN and ESPN Plus, and then it's a pay-per-view card. Bro, that scared me so bad.
This man's just over there hearing a whole bunch of things. Take 5.
Here we go.
And TD takes 5. We're back. Everything good over there, my brother?
Yeah, baby woke up. Well, baby didn't wake up, but the listeners been trying to lay him down and needed a break.
Yeah, hear that.
Because he's like me. He is a fighter. Just like these guys on this UFC 319 card. But yeah, tune into that. ESPN and then the pay-per-view.
Yep. Now that concludes TD Takes UFC/boxing updates. You want to introduce us to the next one, brother?
All right, we'll go ahead and get into the next topic, the TD Takes cinematic updates. First question I got for you, Joe, is where does the movie White Chicks fall on your movie?
Pretty high up there. Top 5 greatest comedies of all time.
Okay. It's up there. Yeah, it's up there. What's give the people one of your favorite scenes? What's one of your favorite parts?
Well, what you mean? Making my way downtown, walking fast. You know what I'm saying?
How did you know? I love this song. You mean to tell me you're not white at the end?
White?
Somebody get this jigaboo away from me.
Jigaboo.
Yeah, it's up there for me
funny.
too. Up there with the Fridays and the Rush Hours for sure. Those are my favorite comedies.
Longest
Rush Hours
Yard.
and Fridays for sure.
Classics.
Okay,
But yeah, next up, my brother T.
Yeah. Next up, I just finished the Ironheart series on Disney Plus. As you guys probably know, it's received a lot of backlash, a lot of hate. So I actually went and tuned in, and I'll go ahead and let you guys know honestly that the hate is unjustified. The show's really good. It's a solid 8. Really good show, really good storytelling. It's just right now, there's a lot of hating going on, especially with women and things like that. Because Riri is, and black people, a lot of people are hating, but Riri is a original comic book character, and people, I guess, just aren't ready for that. But you know, as far as me and mine's, man, we love the show. Like I said, a solid 6 episodes. The 6th episode has introduced a character that a lot of real, true Marvel fans have been wondering where he was and when they would, you know, show him. And man, it's really good. So, like I said, I'd give it an 8. Don't listen to the hate. Don't listen to the haters online. Like I said, I like to call it the in-game syndrome, the in-game, you know, effect. If every movie doesn't have a gigantic war, you know, in 6 battle going down, everybody using all their superpowers, and everybody's just gonna hate it if it has any, you know.
But that's just the thing. Marvel isn't just Avengers. People need to understand.
Right.
That.
Yeah.
Marvel Avengers is the Avengers. Marvel is made up by all the singular characters that build it into the Avengers.
Yep. And their stories deserve
like
to
you
get
said,
heard.
people aren't understanding that. Exactly. So I definitely agree.
Checking that out.
But
like yeah,
that.
Joe's got a next topic.
Next up, I'm gonna review the last Rodeo that just came out. Drama. Man, it was phenomenal. Neil McDonough, I could be saying that name wrong. The main character, Joe Wainwright, excuse me. I think he did a phenomenal job in this movie portraying his character. Mm-hmm. It was a different role for me to see him in. It was still kind of like it. I feel like he still had to have that villainous type character to him.
Yeah, he's always a villain.
But he was not supposed to be a villain. You know, I don't think he was supposed to be a villain in this one. You know, and he went through, you know, like I said, it's a drama. So he went through, Walking Tall.
Yeah, Walking Tall. I'm sorry. Rundown.
Yeah, with the Rundown's a different one. Yeah.
Yeah, Walking Tall. That movie's really good where he gets cut. That box.
Yep. That's a great picture. But yeah, so I think that it's a phenomenal one. It's definitely worth it. And if you've seen Charlie, the actor in there, I think he did a good role. Christopher McDonald as Jimmy Mack, he did a really good job. I think the movie, I give it about 8.59 out of 10. It was great. Wow. Definitely worth the watch and the rewatch.
Where can we watch it?
Right now, it is out for rent or buy. most platforms. We are Apple fanatics over here, so we buy our stuff on
Yeah, we
Apple
buy our stuff on
TV
Apple.
so that we could share it with our family, you know. But yeah, check it out. Let us know what you think. And yeah, last up on here, as we kind of threw out in the beginning of the episode, next Sunday we will be reviewing Jurassic World, Superman, and Madea Destination Wedding. Jurassic World and Superman we are going to be watching in the morning Saturday. And then in the afternoon, after our double premieres, as we're in different states and different time zones, we are going to still get in a watch party for this Madea Destination Wedding. And we will be watching that together. Me and my brother here. We're going to do a quick live before we start and see if anybody wants to join us during that. So go ahead and keep an eye out for it. Check us out if you'd like to be a part of that first watch party with us. We would more than
check us out.
Be willing to let you guys get in on that. So that concludes TD Takes Cinematic Updates. Next up, TD Takes NFL Updates. First things first, as always, you know we love to hype up our teams. Shout out Denver Broncos. Shout out Denver Broncos organization. Shout out Philadelphia Eagles. And shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles organization. We really are trying to get to this game. I don't care if it's sideline, box seats, way up in the stand. Help us make it happen, fans and organizations. We would love it. You know, we're really excited.
Some nosebleeds, man. Slide us some nosebleeds.
You know what I'm saying? So, but outside of that, topic number one, Garrett Bowles bringing in the heat with the comments. Came out.
What did he say about
had this to say?
And
I'll post this on our episode. Exactly. But after 9 years playing here, I've never seen this team look so strong and ready to beat anyone in our way. I can't wait. I wish the season started tomorrow so we could show the entire league that the champs are back. The champs are back. You already know what it is.
Let's go. Let's go.
You know what it is. You know what it is.
That's what's up.
But yeah, I love seeing it.
The way is you.
All these players, man, even these players that are getting traded. I just had that one about, the safety from the Niners, that his comment a couple episodes back,
Yeah.
And what he had, we posted that TikTok,
So
like that there is something
must be good culture, good organization
in Denver. It is. And I can't wait for the season and what it unfolds. Hey, if Russell Wilson didn't ruin it, we'd be out here. But that ain't it no more. Next up, Dallas Cowboys star Devontae Turpin arrested and facing weapons and marijuana charges in Dallas. This will be how are you? Man, we say this over and over again. You guys just don't learn. Like, is this man Henry Ruggs the third not out here trying to get out of prison?
Here's my question.
Doing some stupid shit.
Why are you making hundreds of thousands of dollars and you want to mess with weapons and marijuana and you're trying to, like, I can understand if he want to smoke and things like that, but obviously he wasn't smoking and obviously he's got guns on him. So he's probably trying to do the selling gangster stuff. Once you get into the league, you need to quit doing all that. And after last year, man, what you did? God, I hate that.
That you're making a name for yourself. People are going to be knowing you and watching you. It only takes the one slip up. How do you guys not get this? You may be the biggest superstar out there. No offense, and I'm not putting any shame, but look at what happened to Aaron Hernandez. People have tried.
Life alone.
Come on, you guys are here to make a better life. You're given the opportunity for greatness to do something different. And you're out here doing the same
and you rather tote a gun
other kids are trying to get away from. Like, come on. You are the example. You athletes in these positions are the example, no matter how you think about it or don't think about it. Yep. Like I said, I don't care if you are a second string or a third string backup. You are paid to be on the roster, represent the NFL, represent the league. Doesn't matter. Actually, it doesn't matter what league you're in. NFL, NBA, NHL, national, Major League Soccer. It does not matter. When you're at the highest stage, it doesn't matter what stage you're at. When you're doing these things, you could be in college. These college kids are now getting NIL deals, getting paid millions of dollars to be in college too. You are representing. You're representing yourself. You're representing your team. You're representing your family, and you're representing something greater because you're trying to go on to the next step, right? You're trying to get to that next level. And then when you are at this next level, you've made it. You have officially made it. And you have the opportunity, you have the money, you have the access to help yourself, to help your community. Why are you doing stupid things?
Mm-hmm.
And the kids that are coming up young,
Because it's cool.
I hope you're watching, man. I really hope you're watching because it's not cool. It's not something you want to get into. Look at Henry
cool?
Ruggs
Making
III.
it to the
Again,
NFL.
I just said
That's
it.
cool.
This man is in prison, after, the most unfortunate of things happen because of one drunk mistake. But that's the thing. Why are you out drinking and driving? You are a millionaire, bro. What is an Uber going to cost you? You can get luxury Ubers, my dude. You can be in a fucking Cadillac for an Uber if you wanted to save you and somebody else's life.
I agree.
He's not the only one, bro. He's not the only one who's done this either. Other players have done stupid shit, and there's got to be a certain point where
there's going to be another player. There's going to be another player.
That's what I'm saying. But when does it stop? When does it stop?
It don't.
And that's the sad part to think about.
Sad part. They love that thug life and the getting drunk when it's like greatness. The greats are in their training, not drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is an interesting one. All right, we'll hop into the next topic in this subject. Most rushing touchdowns in the last 3 seasons. I already know who's number one. The greatest of all time, Jalen Hurts, baby.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. And you want to know how it is? Jalen Hurts has played 47 games. 47. He has rushed 42 touchdowns. Selfish ball player, which is why he'll never be number one QB. Sorry to tell you that, brother. He might be a number one rusher. Yeah, rusher. If you want to be a rusher, go be a running back. You want to be a QB, play QB. That's
Obviously,
where that tush push, though. Hey, I ain't going to lie to you. That's where that tush push is unstoppable.
It's
It ain't on y'all. It's on the other teams, dog. It's on the other teams to figure out a way. You know what I'm saying? Y'all shouldn't be on the 1 yard line to be able to get the score. If you're getting to the 1 yard line, y'all might as well let them have it at that point.
Yeah.
Stop them before they get there, and y'all wouldn't have that problem with the tush push, right?
It's like you're playing Madden and you found the play that the other dude just can't stop, so you just keep running it.
Just keep running it.
But yeah, like they said, dude, we're doing it on fourth.
So we're gonna.
But like they said, we're doing that on fourth. We're doing that on fourth down. Like you got 3 other downs to stop us.
To stop big to get, and it's fourth and shorts, third and fourth and short.
Top 3
anywhere they're gonna go for it. Y'all need to know that. But that's the thing. These other teams are seeing that, and these other teams are building that same shit, bro. Just watch. Look at these linemen for the Chargers. I hate to say it, bro, but the Chargers have some fucking beasts, bro. You guys have some beasts. The Chiefs have some beast linemen, bro. Like you saw dudes rated in top 100 as a lineman, offensive lineman. Like it's great. It doesn't happen often. So linemen are getting better. And it's all right. Anyways, we're gonna keep going down the line. I got top 10 here.
3 rushing.
Jalen Hurts with 47 games. He had 42. Derrick Henry coming in at number 2 with 50 games, had 41. That is why he is the king, right? Number 3, Josh Allen with 50 games, 34 rushing touchdowns.
See, how come he doesn't get a lot of slack?
Josh Jacobs, but look at what he's producing with the offensive passing game too. I told you already, bro. If Jalen Hurts can still run like he is and pass like Jaden Daniels, bro, he will be a number 1 quarterback, bro. And he will be a Hall of Famer at the end of his career.
Why would you, though?
He does if he wants to be a Hall of Famer, bro. What do you mean, bro? Did Tom Brady get in the Hall of Fame because of his rings? Or did he do it because he's fucking 50,000 plus passing yards and he's setting records that other quarterbacks are chasing? Not if he's rushing the ball more than he is passing. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm not taking away from Jalen Hurts. I just told you Jalen Hurts is a great quarterback. But to be a Hall of Fame quarterback, he needs to excel in the pass game, and that's just personal belief, bro. That's just my personal opinion. But yeah, we'll keep going down the list. Number 4, Josh Jacobs, 47 games, 33 touchdowns. Number 5, David Montgomery, 44 games, 30 touchdowns. Number 6, yours truly, Saquon Barkley, 46 games, 29 touchdowns. Number 7.
Where's Lamar?
Joe Mixon. Not on the list. 45 games, 27 touchdowns. Jahmyr Gibbs, 32 games, 26 touchdowns. Kyron Williams, 38 games, 26 touchdowns. And Kenneth Walker, 41 games, 24 touchdowns. As you were just mentioning him in our episode the other night, or I think it might have even been our live, how he's a very big addition to that Seahawks offense. But yeah, that's where I was going to just tell you. You asked where Lamar Jackson is. Lamar Jackson is not rushing touchdowns. he's rushing the field, and then he's producing to his players. Mark Andrews and Derrick Henry now, who's in the red zone. That's who they give the ball off to. There's no
Give me the
reason.
top. Give me the top
And like
10
I
real
said,
quick without
this
their
is just
yards.
a
Just go to the
quarterback.
top 10. Just real quick. The
Yeah,
top 10
just let me
without
finish.
their
Without
yards.
without all the other stats, though, look at the difference between Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts. Though Jalen Hurts has also got quads that he's squatting 600 pounds with. Lamar Jackson is a lot more nimble, bro. Him trying to do
Okay,
something
he'll
like that, he
die.
may get injured. That's the
He'll
difference,
die.
bro. Which is why I said if Jalen Hurts can figure out this passing game, bro, and he can start producing at a higher level in the
That's right.
passing
You
as
don't
well
need
as
to.
continue with this rushing, Hall of Fame career in the mix
If he
right
needs,
there.
if
But
he needs
anyways,
to,
we're gonna
right
go
now
down
he
it
doesn't.
again. We'll go number 10 through number 1, right? So coming in at number 10, Kenneth Walker. At number 9, Kyron Williams. And then I'll just keep going down. Jahmyr Gibbs, Joe Mixon, Saquon Barkley, David Montgomery, Josh Jacobs, Josh Allen, Derrick Henry, Jalen Hurts. Yeah, it's a big time.
Awesome.
Big
That's
time
a good
stat
list,
line
and
right there
only
for those guys.
big time stat line. And I know Jalen Hurts gets a lot of the pushback, but there's only 2 players on that list with the ring, and that's Jalen Hurts and Saquon. Let's go. But yeah, that covers that topic. Next one, you want to take this next one?
Oh yeah, top 5 active QBs with the most pick sixes thrown. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Coming in at number 1, which is why I don't see them making a Super Bowl again in his career. I'm sorry to say it. He's a great quarterback, and he's done it.
Not without Aaron
Matt
Donald.
Stafford with 30 pick sixes thrown.
30.
Huge. He is almost double
That's
in your
wild.
next player, coming in at number 2, Andy Dalton with 19. That shows you the difference. This is huge, especially when just a couple years ago you had the triple crown wide receiver in Cooper. You know what I'm saying? Dude's out here, you throw the ball, he's just gonna get it. You had Puka Nacua, same exact thing. Same exact thing. You had Robert Woods doing some things when he was with you guys. Same exact thing. And now, who do you got? Devontae Adams. But guess what? With your throwing 30 pick sixes in that's huge, man. That's huge. But yeah, anyways, number 2, Andy Dalton coming in with 19. Number 3, Kirk Cousins coming in with 15. Number 4, Joe Flacco coming in with 14. And tied at number 4 or to number 5, Jameis Winston with 14 as well. But yeah, so like I said, you look at it, he's almost over double. He's over double for the rest of the 3, Kirk Cousins, Joe Flacco, Jameis Winston, and he's barely not over double for Andy Dalton in pick sixes thrown. That shows the difference in caliber in these quarterbacks making a Super Bowl and winning or not. So, like I said, the only quarterback on this list, actually I can't say that because Joe Flacco did it with the Ravens, but that's not in the, it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, next up, PJ Locke, safety for the Denver Broncos, underwent spinal fusion surgery. If he comes back into the NFL and plays, this will have been the first ever successful spinal fusion surgery for an athlete to make it back in the league. That would be huge. Hopefully that works out for him. He is a great player. Wish nothing but the best and healthy and quick recovery. Excuse me, for him. And once Terrell gets back here, we'll go ahead and get into this next one. Alrighty, sorry about that. We are back. Yeah, so next up, is NFL better with or without dynasty teams? This is kind of a question we wanted to give out to the fans. Please comment down below what you guys are thinking on that. And then, that's going to go ahead and conclude it for today.
I got to wrap it up on my end. The baby's up and the wife is done taking care of the babies right now. So it's my turn. I'll catch you guys on the next episode. We appreciate you tuning in.
Yes, sir. Thank you. But yes, as always, CD, thanks. You guys have a great night. If you're new, like, subscribe, follow. We're out on all platforms.